Guys, first week of fantasy is officially over, and I did pretty good on my projections. I got all the West right. Imagine that's the division I'm in, and I got every single one of the East wrong. So this week I am going to do my best to get a couple of the East right. So we're going to go into it. We're going to go my game, Biscuit the Destroyer versus Reagan, Team J Lion. Basically, I think I'm going to win the game. I had a pretty good run last week, and my main guys, a lot of my main guys that I drafted didn't even do that good. Marius Thomas and Zach Stacy got under 10 points, so hopefully they can switch it around this weekend. But although I am not going to play Zach Stacy this weekend, Andrew Hawkins from Cleveland had a great game, 8 catches, 93 yards or something like that. So I want to give him a shot this weekend in my flex. So he's going to be the player to watch this weekend. Go Browns, you know what it is. And J-Line, I think we're going to have to watch out for Cam Newton. First game of the year, see how he does. But other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win it. I'm going to project myself to win anyway. Hopefully it won't even be a close game because I want to dominate. Next game is going to be Show Me Your TDs versus Prestige Worldwide. Actually, Pat's team sort of disappointed me last week, so I really thought he was going to beat Buddy, and turns out he did not. So, once again, don't let me down, Bird, but I want to pick you one more time to win. I think you guys have a pretty decent matchup for you to do good. See Matt Stafford's playing Carolina. Gio's playing Atlanta. Gore at Chicago. San Francisco. Oh, and also Cordell Patterson had a pretty breakthrough game, huh? I didn't really think he was going to be, somebody that was going to do as good as he did his very first week of play. So glad that he did good for you. Next game, Champ Daddy Tom versus Digger Dale. I'm probably going to have to pick Daddy Tom over his brother this week. Tom scored the most points out of everybody, and it's hard to bet against him after I did last week. So I'm going to have to go Champ Daddy Tom. I'm going to look at his team and see who I think we should watch out for. Let's see here. And Julius Thomas, he had that monster 3-touchdown game. That was pretty insane. He's a pretty big target for Peyton Manning, so can't be surprised to see him or Calvin do good. I like to see Percy Harvin step it up again like he did second game of the year. Hopefully he's just going to keep on getting more and more and keep doing good for you. So he's going to be my person to watch this weekend. And Digger Dale, I think we're going to have to watch out for. You know what? We'll say we're going to have to watch out for Torrey Smith next week. Fuck Pittsburgh. Even though I have a Pittsburgh player, so does he. But I want to hope that he does good. He's an awesome receiver, and I think really going to have to watch out for him. The only thing I don't really know about Dale's team is Bishop Sankey. He ain't getting the looks yet that I think he will get in the future. So I think he is, I don't think he's a good play. You need to probably figure something out and plug somebody else in there, no matter who it is, really. And I think it will be good. Also, it looks like you need to find a defense because you don't have a defense in there. So I'm going to go Champ Daddy Ton on that one. And then Nephew Nighthawk versus Hook'em Horns. Let's see here. Buddy really surprised me. I thought my own words were he was going to get blown out by Pat, and it sure didn't happen. And then I also said Peter was going to win over Dale, and I messed that up only by 1 point. But I think this is going to be the closest game of this week, second week of fantasy. And I think the player we're going to have to watch out for on these guys, on these teams, is going to be Buddy. I think we're going to have to watch out for No Sean monster game first week as a Dolphin. Hopefully he can keep that going, because, I mean, that's pretty sweet. Everybody thought that he wasn't going to be shit in Miami, and hopefully he proved a lot of doubters wrong. So I'm going to have to say watch out for No Sean. And for Hookem, I think we're going to have to watch out for Chris Johnson. See what he can do. He's only projected 12, and I know that he has a lot more than 12 points in him. He's still a sick player. So, that one's going to be a tough game. I won't have to give it to Buddy again. Buddy, he proved a lot of doubters, or proved me wrong last week, so I won't have to go with him this weekend, I think. But that's going to be definitely the match to watch this week, as far as being close. Next game is going to be Billy versus Grant, which Grant changed his name to Oops, I Poopy. Interesting. Don't know why a sudden change. But I know you'll be poopy in your panties if Billy wins. Highly unlikely, but I would definitely shit myself if Billy beat you. So, basically, Grant should dominate Billy, as I think Billy probably has the worst team in our fantasy this year. Really, there's nothing in the comparison that makes me think otherwise that Grant's going to dominate Billy. There's just Billy is only be edging out Grant in two categories, which is Jordy Nelson over Randall Cobb for Grant, and Mason Crosby over Sean Sweezen from Pittsburgh. That's only by a point for the kicker, and 4 for the wide receivers. So, yeah. Oops, I Poopy. It's going to beat Billy for sure. And then the next match will be Little Bub, Team Maley versus Bardo. And as of right now, has Bardo beating Maley. Little Bub, I should say. By quite a bit. No, actually not. Little Bub changed his stuff. Actually has Little Bub beating Bardo by a point. So, another close game. Hopefully this will be the game to watch in the West, and like I said, Peter and Nephew Nighthawk is going to be the game to watch in the East, I think. Let's see here. Who should we watch out for Little Bub? Actually, Donnie Avery from Kansas City is projected 20 points, and I'm going to say he's going to be the player to watch. He must have a really favorable matchup against Denver. So that's a pretty big projection. And for Bardo, we're just going to have to see what RG3 can do. I mean, he has been looking pretty shitty these last all preseason and week 1. So I'm going to have to give that game to Lil Bub, I think. I think he has a better team going on. I mean, Bardo, Robert Griffin is a question mark, and Larry Fitzgerald, I mean, awesome receiver, but really one catch for 22 yards, no game. So yeah, so that's my projections for the week, second week of fantasy, and I hope you guys have a great second week. I hope everybody has a good week, especially me, of course. I want to win every week, as I hope all you do too, but some teams are just they're just not going to win this week. Sorry to say, but yeah, commish out, go Browns.